I think the new ride needs fire. I clearly think the new ride needs fire. So, how about, just for argument's sake, how about fire in here? Or remind me... Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Parkitect campaigns. We're still on Coral Island here, where I am really liking the way that Coral Island is shaping up. I kind of like what I've been doing here. I know it's all very simple, basic stuff, but it's mine, and I like it. We've built some nice little concession area over here. We have the teacup ride over here. If we go down and take down our scenery here, we have the teacup ride inside here so people can go on the teacups while it's raining out and they won't be bothered about that. And I've got little circles on the roof for no readily explainable reason. We've got some rides kicking around. Not a lot. We're just kind of at the beginning stages here, but we've built Log Flume, and I'm very excited about Log Flume because as you come into Log Flume, there's fire everywhere. Just constant fire before you get on the water ride, and I think that's really exciting. I don't actually know that my guests think it's exciting. Hopefully they will. I actually haven't looked at the decorative value around there. Oh yeah, they're pretty much okay with the fire. In between recordings, I did kind of beef this area up a little bit, put some trees and stuff around here, and I took this path over here and put a tunnel under Log Flume so we can go over into this area, because I think we could actually squeeze another ride right in this area, and that will, well, have another ride in the park. Our goal is to get 800 tickets sold in, well, a year and a half now, by December of next year. So we're moving along in that direction. So we can get another ride in here. That will give the people on Log Flume something exciting to watch while they're going around Log Flume. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at on Coral Island. We're going to pick along and pick away at it a little bit as we go along today. And first things first, we'll get another ride down in there. Now, just a comment on comments. I am sort of bulk recording a few episodes of Parkitect in a row. So for me, there was no pause between the last episode of Parkitect and this one. So if you commented on the last episode of Parkitect and gave me advice and gave me tips, as you guys always do, because I get some really good expert advice from people who are way better at Parkitect than I am. 2 points on that. First of all, thank you for commenting. I really appreciate it, and I do read and try as best as possible to work with all the advice and tips that I'm given, but if you see that I don't take your advice in this episode, that's why. I'm bulk recording a lot of these. It is coming up on the holidays, so I'm kind of setting some things up on the channel so I can spend time with my family during the holidays instead of having to be chained to my computer uploading and editing things, as, you know, we all kind of want to do. So if you commented on the last episode, and probably this episode going into what I will imagine will be the third one, thank you. If you see me not taking your advice, that is why. Let's get the park turned on. Let's get some things going on here. A bus dropped off 32 guests who preferred high-intensity rides. Okay, great. Okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought, game. We can actually deal with that right now. We've got, actually, we don't have any, we have one high-intensity ride, the swinging ship. Let's get another one smack dab in here. Great, that's good timing on that. So what have we got kicking around in high intensity? Enterprise and Jumper. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, really? How big are they? Oh, Enterprise is very, very big. Is Jumper smaller? Please say yes. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Let's get Jumper. Can I get that to go sort of here? Yes, I can. Okay. Now let's get your queue here or here. I can work with either. Let's get your queue there. I'm going to put your exit over here, because what I'll probably do is another tunnel to go under this part of Log Flume, and then carry the path and link it up back over here, so people can walk broadly in a circle in and around and through and under Log Flume. Now, queue, well, give me the path first. Give me the path first. So that to that. And just take it over there, just because that's where I'm going to be going at some point anyway. Give me a queue. Maybe not the blue. How about a yellowish kind of thing? Give me that to there. That tree can go away. Sorry, tree. Need a little deforestation for Jumper, or whichever one this was. Enterprise. No, it's Jumper. It's definitely Jumper. All right, let's fidget with your settings, as we like to do now. So we're going to drop your maintenance budget, because that will save money overall. But we will have people checking in on you a little bit faster. Take that down to 30 minutes. Why don't you wait a little bit longer before you get going? And why don't you wait for it to be... we've done the ones at the front of the gate at full. You can wait to be half full. Half full. How about that? Anything else we need to do? 12 rounds before you're done. That's fine. That's fine. We want to keep the fun wicked high, because one of our goals is to, have a 75 or something % happiness rating in here, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we want to keep it relatively fun for people. We don't want to kill all their fun. Money is not really our primary goal. Obviously, we've got to have money so we can keep building things, but money is not our primary focus. And did I actually turn that on? No, I did not. There we go. There we go. Jumper is open for you high-intensity people who just got dropped off at the park. Better than the coachload of paddleboat enthusiasts from Victoria Lake. Oh, yeah. Jumper's already kicking into action here. You know what's drawing people to Jumper? Fire. Fire everywhere. I might just make this whole park fire. I mean, it does kind of look like it used to be an active volcano. I think the fire theme is not a terrible idea. I think it kind of works with this area. Now, we can definitely make this a little bit prettier. I did also, again, in between recordings, which for me were back-to-back, but I also just kind of messed around, added some fences around here, just basically kind of touch the place up a little bit for sake of a better term. Let's get this area a little more pretty. What could we do in there? How about if we did the shrubs, sort of multicolor shrubs coming down here? Maybe one of those there and one of those there. And how about something in a sort of pale yellow for that? Maybe a gaudy purple could live over there. And this one could live here. And can I squeeze maybe one more in there? Yep, sure can. Okay, that is super attractive. Now, just because I happen to have just done that, how did that increase our decorative rating? It's okay. It's okay. It could be better. I mean, this area over here is all barren and vacant, but we'll mess around with that as time goes on. So, remind me, guys, what we're researching. Coasters. Okay, good. Good. Give me this view, because I see a lot of flat land over here that might be a really good spot for a coaster. And then maybe back here, we could do more regular rides, not track-based rides. I want to have a think about putting a second concession area over here, because the delivery tunnel, which the game provided us at the beginning, is already basically halfway there already. We could keep that going all the way over here, put up another depot, etc., etc., etc. I'll have a think about that. For right now, I just want to make sure, yeah, the guests are using the tunnel. I didn't mess up the tunnel. I definitely figured I was going to do that at least once. I'm going to put another tunnel from here, under here, just so I make it, just so I don't, overbuild it and build over the area that I wanted to put the path in. So let me just pick at that a little bit, and then we'll figure out what the next step is. Okay, so I've got the tunnel coming up here and then back down here, and I've looped the path all the way around, which doesn't really serve any particular function right now, except probably making people very, very tired. But I've had a different thought as to what I want to do in the middle of log flume here. I want to see if I can get another concession area in here, because tons of people are going to be walking back and forth through this tunnel. If I could catch them with some shops right here, even though money isn't necessarily our goal, I'm not opposed to making some money. So if I were to put, say, this is going to be a little challenging to me. First of all, the space is tricky to work with, and I'm never 100% sure what I'm doing, so, you know, I got that working in my favor. So if I were to put, say, a depot, okay, and then I took the delivery tunnel over here to link up with the other one, sort of there, and then over to there. Okay, delivery tunnel linked. Now what? Well, let's get some shops thrown down so I've got an idea of how this is going to look. So we'll get the hot dogs. I want to leave space here for a path because the employees are going to need to get in and out of here. So what did I put? Hot dogs. How about some Chinese food? And, I don't know, some bubble tea. Sure. Absolutely. Have all of that, please. Now, I got to make this work. So, first things first, link these. Just so because I'm constantly never remember to do that. So great. Those are linked. Fantastic. You need an employee path and a regular path to get the employees to the employee path. So if I put that, say, here, and then I did an employee path here and back here, like that. Okay, I know you're not stocked up, but are you complaining about anything else? No, you're not. Okay, good. I think we're on the right track here. So first thing, let's get another hauler going, because this is going to really kind of tax some people. Yeah, I'll hire you to go right there. Now, I need to make this area prettier. I definitely need to make this area prettier. So, and you're going to use the back door to stock everything up. Good. Okay, excellent. You're all over that. Let me put something around here to make this look nicer. Okay, so a basic but serviceable building around it. I'm just going to make this a little prettier so you can see it from across the park. If you want to know where to get some bubble tea or some hot dogs, this is the place you are going to go. Now, does that all basically work? Have I made that functional? I mean, the haulers are in there. You're not stocked up. That part's fine, and I don't think some of the people who actually work in the shop have shown up yet. Yep, there goes one guy. He's getting ready to go. They're still shuttered up. But it broadly works. At least when it gets stocked up, it will broadly work. Okay, neat. Well, that'll catch a lot of people going back and forth here, hopefully. That's the idea, anyway. And now, I did put the second set of bathrooms over here. Good. I thought I did something like that. We'll probably need something else along those lines in here. Actually, that's a good little corner for just a single bathroom right there. We could definitely do that. Okay, shops are opened up. Everyone appears to be stocked. Apparently, I made that functional. Well, that's as much a surprise to me as it is anyone else. This area is looking a little bare here. I think we can do better than this. What could we do over here to pretty this up a little bit? How about some more trees? What kind of trees have we not used recently? Let's get the sort of swinging to the side palm tree. It is a tropical island. Let's make sure we got plenty of that. And maybe one of those lives here. And then something down in here. Maybe some shrubs or topiaries. No, the topiaries aren't really singing to me. How about, where's my one of my favorite shrubs? Give me that one. Yeah, this guy. I like this guy because he's sort of plain and neat and round and... Alright, it's just a shrub. It's not that exciting. Sorry. This guy's a little more exciting. He's got flowers on him. Okay, that, and what little bit of nonsense could I squeeze into here? Could definitely get some tulips going on in here. And give me multicolored tulips, please. Let's get a few of those. Why are you just standing there? What's your deal? What is your deal? Okay, hold on. What's your deal? Robert Davis, your favorite attraction is Log Flume, probably because of all the fire. Why are you just standing there? You really liked Log Flume. It was a really good deal. That means we're not charging enough for it. Money is not my goal, but doesn't mean we shouldn't make some money while we're here. How about this cost you a little tiny bit more money? There we go. If you're that into it, which I'm not surprised, again, it's covered in fire. Your entire entranceway to Log Flume is fire. But you could pay a little bit more for that. Back to my decoratives. Could we squeeze maybe some more tulips in a random pattern, sort of here-ish? Yeah, I don't dislike this. A few over there. And how about something a little bit bigger to kind of be the focal point here? What's in small? What kind of things could we do in small? Traffic cones, maybe not so much. Ooh, map board. Yeah, this place needs a map board, definitely. You're going to want to know how to get to Log Flume if for some reason you can't see the fire. Okay, that part done. I do like the way this is fleshing out. I really do. I think this is my favorite one that I've done so far. It really looks good to me. Anyway, I'm sure everyone else is looking at it and going, wow, that is the most amateurish, basic Parkitect thing ever in the history of Parkitect, but I really like it. I am enjoying this one. Okay, how's my research boys doing? You're researching coasters. Could bump your budget up a little bit, but I don't see any specific reason to do that. Speaking of money, where are we at on money? We don't have unlimited money. And let's take a look and see where we're at. We're in September year 1. How are we doing on our overall goal of getting 800 tickets sold? Let's take a peek at that. Well, in terms of our goals, we're not doing too bad. We're doing fine on having an overall park rating of at least 70%. Got that. No problem. Selling 800 park tickets, we're up to 240 at this point, so only just over a quarter of what we need, and we're pretty deep into the first year. We're going to need to kick it up and get more rubes in the door if we're going to meet this 800 tickets sold goal. And if we just keep up the happiness, we don't really need to increase the happiness, we just need to not go down. We just need to maintain what we're doing here. Speaking of maintaining what we're doing, as always, I need to look at my decoratives. How are my decoratives doing? Oh, they are digging this area around here. Boy, they really like it around the shops. They really like that. Good, great. That will encourage you to spend more money there. And I could flesh that out even a little bit more by adding some things down in here, because this is just screaming out for some things. Like a barrel or 2 or 3 absolutely needs to live over here. And then I think some trees over in the corner just to kind of fill out that area. Blobby tree in red can live there. And how about blobby tree in yellow? Can I squeeze that in there? Yep, totally can. And maybe a little shrub. Problems in a nearby theme park attract more visitors to me. Great. Good. Excellent. I'm 100% in favor of that. Plants. Get me back to these shrubs. I do like these shrubs. I don't know why. It's silly, but I like them. And you can live right there. Okay. Now, is there anything in the park info that we need to know from our guests? How are they thinking? No high-intensity rides around here that interest me. Well, we do only have the 2 of them. Scenery is amazing. Good. Guess I've seen everything there is to see. Time to go home. The vandalism is bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do only have the 1 security guard on duty right now. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get a little more staff. We have, what, 1 mechanic. Should probably bump that up. And he's maintaining teacups right now. Yeah, we're only going to get bigger from here, so let's flesh out the staff a little bit. Let's put 1 more security guard on. I don't feel I need to zone them out at this stage. Maybe if we get big enough where we extend over here, that might be necessary. But I think right now they're fine to just patrol the area that they're in. Do I need another entertainer? I feel like I do, but our happiness is pretty good right now. If that starts to dip, maybe we'll put another entertainer on. And I have, what, 3 janitors. Okay, that's probably okay for right now. We'll see how the vomit and trash situation goes. And speaking of vomit and trash, I'm only just realizing I haven't put any benches or trash cans down over here. So how about a bench here, and maybe one over here. I'm definitely seeing a restroom here. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. And maybe a couple of trash bins for you animals that can't walk a little bit farther before throwing your trash on the ground. Those can go over here. Okay, good. Let's get the bathroom down, and then I have something that I want to do that we talked about when we finished some research last time. Okay, and we'll finish this building off with a nice little washroom sign so everyone can see coming up the path that this is where the facilities are. Let's throw, why not just a regular old tree? Don't need to get too fancy, although, too fancy. Can I fit that Sakura tree in here? Because that thing is awesome. Not really, a little bigger than I need it to be. How about well, pine tree doesn't really make sense on a tropical island, so how about a little palm tree right there? There we go. Maybe I'll throw some flowers in that little neck of the woods there. Actually, another palm tree here. And can I get one more in there, sort of? Yes. Yes, we can. Okay, palm trees for everyone. Let's get you unpaused. There we go. Just check it real quick. What do they think of that? Okay, a little bit of trash there. That's the problem over there. They're meh about it, but if we pretty up the thing on the other side of the path, that'll probably help a lot with that. It is, a restroom right in the smack dab in the middle of the park, whereas usually I try to tuck them off to the side like over here, but they'll learn to cope. Better that than they're complaining about where the restroom is. Okay, last time, and I'm just panning up so I can get kind of an idea of what's going on here. Last time, we researched that water ride that I hadn't ever seen before. Splash Battle. Now, what the heck do I do with Splash Battle, and how much of a pain in the neck is this going to be to put down? Because if this is paddle boats all over again, I might have to set myself on fire. Just saying. I'm gonna just mess around with it real quick and see how much of a pain in the neck it is. It appears to be paddle boat-esque, which worries me deeply. But I'm gonna see, first of all, do I have enough room in this lake to do it? Because paddle boats with their animation actually took up quite a bit of space. I might extend this lake out a little bit and then put it in here just on the off chance I'm going to run into that issue. So I'm going to pause it, mess around with it a little bit, because you honestly have no idea how long paddle boats took me. I had to Google paddle boats, for God's sakes. I'm terrible at Parkitect. So I'm going to pause it, mess around with it for a little bit, and then see if this is something we want to add to our little volcano amusement park here. So it's a track thing, like a coaster or log flume. Interesting. It doesn't go up or down, obviously, but that means I'm definitely going to need more space, because I'm going to need this to somehow loop around to this guy over here. Okay, that's not inconceivable. I can mess around and do some terraforming and make this happen. I think it's worth putting down. I mean, why not? We've got the water, which is right next to log flume. I'll probably put down some more fire, so that gets me interested in it already. Yeah, let me do some large-scale demolition and exploding of the surrounding terrain, and then we'll kind of work on getting Splash Battle in the park. Well, conveniently, I don't actually need to do any terraforming at all. Parkitect's just taking the land out for me. So as I build the track along, it's just blowing through all of this very nicely, so I don't need to mess around with that. That's fine. We'll just keep going then, and now give me no, not that. Give me back to that and build that for me, please. Now a straight part, if you would be adorably kind to do that. It's not going to be a long ride. It's not going to be a long ride, but give me that and that and that, and then let's start looping back. Yep, build me that, and another one of those. And what if we did a tight turn there? Is that actually going to link up? I think I'm like one square, one tile off on that. If I were to do, nope, not that way, not that way. Oh, maybe I was dead on the first time. So if I go, no, just give me a straight part, please. And will that just keep doing what I want it to do? I guess it will. Okay, neat. Splash Battle, A-OK. I don't know what the lock and unlock aiming thing means. I feel I should unlock it, because that just seems sensible. Water cannon target. Oh, hang on. What do we do here? Do I Do I make those? Do I do a thing with that? Okay. What if I do that over here? Are they going to shoot at that as they go by? That's my best guess. Okay, if that's the case, let me... Well, if that's the case, that actually really kind of works out well for this little plot of land that I put in here. Okay, hang on. Let me mess around with this now, and hopefully I don't have to go Google it. So here's what I would logically assume with these water cannon targets. If I put these on a wall, sort of in the general vicinity of, you know, the boat thingy, people would shoot at them. That seems like that would be fun. So I'm just going to kind of see if that's true. Have I totally misunderstood how this is going to work, or have I actually managed to figure this out? Probably the first one. Probably the one where I've completely misunderstood how it works. But just putting up that little tiny building, let's get this ride on. Well, make sure it works, first of all. Okay, so we got the paddle boats, the tugboats or whatever. And I think I've got the path and the queue done, well, so it'll work. Let me actually turn the game on. There we go. Unpause that. It's going to be a while before anyone gets over here, but you, sir, are you maybe interested in Splash Battle? Hauler Stephen Stanley. No, you're not, because you work for me. How about you? Who are you? Nigel Sheep Bork. Why do you have a nickname, and why is your nickname Sheep? Oh, a thing is happening. Okay. There's nobody on the ride. I should have fidgeted with that first. Okay, what are your settings at? What's going on here? Let's take your maintenance down. There we go. Drop that down a little bit. There we go. And let's definitely wait until you're at least half full before you start sending what is probably a very expensive tugboat around on this little track here. Why are you just hanging around doing nothing? Oh, you're Nigel Sheep Bork again. Okay. Jumper was awesome. Teacups was awesome. Wow, you're really, really happy with the park. Okay. Are there humans on it? Yes, there are. Are they going to shoot at the thing? Is that a thing that's going to happen here? Please say yes, because I took time to put that building together. Not a lot of time, admittedly, but time nonetheless. They're not shooting at anything. There's a target right there. Do you want to hit that? Maybe I don't have the thing lock-unlock done correctly yet. Can we... okay, hang on, guys. I know this is going to suck because I'm about to turn the ride off even though you just got on the ride. Nobody appears to be shooting at each other. Okay, folks, going to turn the ride off for a sec. Let's just, I don't know, do the different thing. I don't know if this is locked or unlocked, but now it's that. So, you know, go nuts with that, guys, and we can turn the ride back on. There you go. Sorry to you guys who are in line. You can hop right back on the ride if you want. Yeah, just hop right back on. I just want to see if you shoot things. And boy, we're going to have to spend some time prettying this area up. If that works, then I'll throw up some more of these little target buildings around here, but I don't know that it actually does anything or I've done this right. Mine Train Coaster is available now. Okay, well... Hold tight, research team. I've got kind of a thing I'm looking at here. I want to see if anyone shoots my things. Have I maybe done them too far away? That's a thought. Well, they seem to be happy with it one way or the other. They don't seem to be horribly disappointed, although it's rather a slow and boring ride. I feel much like paddle boats, I've misunderstood the nature of Splash Battle, but... people are on the ride, so that's a good start. It's actually getting a lot of action here. A lot of action. Okay, well, good. Now I can start fleshing out this area and, you know, make people even happier and get some more people in here. How are we doing on that? P.S. How are we doing? 319 and it's November. Okay. I'd like to see a little more higher pace than that, and I'm pretty sure that's going to mean just... throwing more things down, but now the money's starting to get a little tight. Now the money is starting to get a little bit tight. If you're that into Splash Battle, even though it doesn't really seem to be much of a battle, why don't you pay a little bit more for it? There we go. Okay, what other mischief can I get into around here? And I'm going to put the research team back on thrill rides, but I'm going to bump their budget down a little bit, because I do, at this point, need to start accumulating some money. I've kind of blown through the initial 28k that the game gave me to do this, and I think I've blown through it very well. I think we've created quite a nice little park so far with that 28k, but now we need to actually be making money. I would prefer not to have to get to the bank and take a loan out if we can avoid it. I'm not opposed to it, but if I don't have to do that, that would be nice. That being said out loud, seems to be a lot of trash going on here. I do have a lot of pathways here, and that's going to accumulate a lot of trash, and my janitors can only do so much. Okay, I'm going to let a little time tick along here, see if we can get into semi-positive numbers. I might go and fidget with some of the prices for things, especially the concessions, and then see what the next move is going to be. Okay, so at the end of the first year, December of the first year, I was just kind of going through. People are still saying that there's not enough high-intensity rides. That's the number one thing that people are talking about. And I just got a little pop-up saying a bunch of tourists just landed, so we're going to get a big influx of people. With all of these extra paths that I put down, boy, we kind of got a lot of trash. I really don't want to hire another janitor. I'm kind of wondering if I should just zone out one janitor to cover sort of a rectangle right about here, and then the other two can just kind of do what they feel. Before I get too far into that, let's get whatever we've got left for high-intensity rides, which is Enterprise. We have not done that one yet. A little pricey at $1,800. Boy, we're going to have to kind of chill on the money for a bit, but let's get this down. We may as well take advantage of those people coming in the door. Put that there. Let's put your queue up here, and let's put your exit up here. Let's give you a nice old queue to get all queued up in. How about a little light blue for that? And you can go to there and there. Okay, good. Let's make sure we tweak you and fidget with you and do all of that stuff. Take your maintenance budget down. Take your maintenance time down. Bump up your minimum waiting time. Maybe not that much. And let's definitely wait for you to be full. You're probably going to see a lot of action. 2 rounds, not really too much I can do with that. Excellent. And let's actually go ahead and turn that on. Okay, good. That leaves me $600. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. And it's probably, I'm going to guess the decorative rating around here is pretty terrible, because it's not very decorative. Yeah, they're not, it's meh, but we've done better than that. It's kind of meh around the water thingy over here, too. Yeah, I think I'm going to zone out this area and just have one janitor working just this long path. Just go back and forth. Oh, we sold 400 park tickets. Okay, that's one of our optional goals. Ooh, unlock steel coaster. That's good. Boy, I wish I had the money to do something about that information, but great, good. That's unlocked. Excellent. Yeah, let me zone out a janitor, and then we'll see what we can do with the money we have coming in. So let's get a zone that would be basically that. Okay, that's zone 1. Now, janitors, Kristen Singleton, you only work in Zone 1 now. So you do that, Kristen, and I will help you by A, unpausing it so you can actually get some work done around here, and B, by adding some trash barrels so people actually throw their trash away instead of throwing it on the ground like a bunch of animals. I will also be very nice to my guests and give them a couple of benches. So when you get out of that long tunnel, you got a place to sit. You can hang out there, and how about one more over here? Okay, good. And the new ride is operational. I think the new ride needs fire. I clearly think the new ride needs fire. So, how about, just for argument's sake, how about fire in here? Or remind me where fire lives. That's under effects, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fire. That's going to go in here. Now, I was looking at it, and I did I'm sure I've already been corrected in the comments that it's got a little plus $1 next to it, which I'm going to go ahead and assume means that's adding to my overall maintenance costs on a monthly basis. I'm totally willing to eat that for fire. Because fire, and so does the smoke emitter and the water jet. Looks like that will add a little bit of maintenance per jet to our monthly budget. I think that's more than acceptable, because now this ride has fire. And just doing some basic decorating with some trees and this little land mass between the water ride here. A couple of willow trees will look good. So I guess that's my usual question of the episode that I always seem to come up with. Like, how does this work in Parkitect? How do these targeting things work? Because that seems really fun. Oh dear, our park will see a decrease in visitors. That's terrible. That's actually not what I need right now. I need quite a few more, about 400 to be precise. So there's my question: how does this whole targeting thing work? I feel I've kind of switched everything on and off, and still nobody wants to shoot each other with water pistols, which is unfortunate, because that sounds really, really fun. I'd actually dig going on a ride like that. So there it is. How does the splash battle work? And while you guys are frantically racing to the comments section to tell me that, I'm going to keep decorating this area and kind of just accumulating some money. I just want to see some money ticking in for a little bit before we try and slap down any other rides. And I think maybe the water tower needs to live right here. I do like the water tower. It's one of my favorite little decorative things. Okay, some trees, some rocks, some planters, a water tower. How do people feel about all of that? Let me actually just get it unpaused, because the whole point is to get some money coming in. How do people feel about that? Kind of meh. I mean, it's a brighter green than we've had, so good. And I think the people on the boats will like it, because they like to look at things when they're going around a slow, scenic ride. I'm going to assume that the issue down there is trash. Yes, it is. Okay, well, let's see if we can help that situation by putting, well, first of all, a couple of benches would not go amiss here, because it is kind of a long walk, and you look super tired, and some trash barrels so you people can actually throw your trash away. So one of those can live there, and one of those can live in the corner over there. Really, I kind of need to chill on the spending money, even on the decoratives right now. Just going to let some money tick in along. We're in decent positive territory. I mean, we are basically technically making money, I believe. Just, I don't know if it's going to be enough to throw down that new coaster that just got unlocked here. Where is that? Yeah, steel coaster and mine train coaster. Wooden coaster with a mine-themed appearance, usually designed to travel through tunnels and appear unsafe. Oh, that does sound fun. Oh, that would be neat to design. Have it go in and out of tunnels. That sounds really good. A lot of trash over here. Lot of trash in this neck of the woods here. You're standing and reading the park map. Excellent. Most of the stuff is that way. It's over there. Come on, guys. I just put down a trash barrel for you, and you put trash all over the ground. You are super tired, janitor. You have a staff room. Would you like a different staff room? Do you need another staff room? I suppose you do have to walk all the way back here to go in the staff room. What I could do, just as a temporary band-aid, is to put a bench or two down in your little new area here, except that's totally not what I wanted to do, because that's what I wanted to do. I'll give you just a bench, right here-ish. And you know what, you can have another one here. Maybe that'll be a temporary solution to the issue of you being so darn tired. And something I need to fix here that I did completely unintentionally is I made this path a regular path rather than an employee path going to the regular path. That was my point. I was trying to make sure that the employee path went to the regular path, but this does not need to be here. And all these people are just walking in for no reason whatsoever. You guys don't live there, so let's take that out and put the employee path there. That will stop you guys from doing that. You'll like the look of that employee path slightly less, but you'll learn to cope with it because you won't be going randomly in and out of that door. Oh, it's umbrella time! Who bought an umbrella? Oh, you all bought an umbrella, and you're all frantically buying umbrellas right now. Frantically. Oh, the umbrella money is just pouring in right now. Now, you guys over in teacups, you should be pretty good, because that's all nice and covered up. I was thinking about doing something around carousel, but I don't really want to spend the money. Don't want to spend the money right now. I kind of want to just sort of let it ride, pun fully intended. I see the fire is still fully operational in the rain. Excellent. I am very pleased about the fire working in the rain. Now, am I just going to let it tick along? I kind of am. Oh, a TV program had a thing about Splash Battle. That's going to see an increase in customers. Fantastic. Splash Battle, I think I have you at half full, don't I? We should probably wait until you are, yeah, let's wait until you are completely full. How about that? Completely full, please. Thank you. So there was a TV program about Splash Battle. We want to take advantage of Splash Battle, even though I don't necessarily understand how Splash Battle works, but nobody is surprised by that. Okay, the research team finished their thing, and I actually went ahead and paused the research team. We could use that savings right now. We could use the $200 a month savings that the not having the research team active will get us. And we've got 3 thrill rides right now. That's all we've got, but we've got them. And what are people's broad thoughts here? How are we doing? Scenery is good. Where can you get something to eat? Yeah, I was kind of tossing around the idea of another concession area in here, but I'm not sold on it until, well, I see more people coming in. Because the other issue, yeah, game save. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Our goals were kind of falling short. So we're still doing fine on the park rating. That part's totally fine. But we're only at 432 out of 800 park tickets sold, and it's April. We're already well into the second year, and we've only got to 432. If we want to do the optional goal of getting all our goals done within 2 years, we're going to have to pull our socks up here, and I think what we really need is a good old-fashioned roller coaster, because we don't actually have one. We have Log Flume, and I love Log Flume, and we have the Splash Battle-y thing here, which are great track rides, but they're not roller coasters, and a good old roller coaster might get the punters in here. So I think we need to knock on the door of the bank. I say that. We are making money right now. Knock on the door of the bank, probably take a loan, put up a roller coaster, and see if that'll push us over the edge and get some people really excited about coming to Coral Island here. But we'll do that in the next part of Parkitect. We'll pick it up then. Hey, if you've enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can see more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Wow. You could have hepatitis or golfer's elbow. I feel we should be able to narrow it down a little better. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a doctor, but I'm saying I might be able to know the difference between golfer's elbow or hepatitis. First thing I'd ask is, do you play golf? Where are you going?